the most exclusive and expensive restaurants in the world. Welcome to another episode of All-in-One Luxury. If you enjoy this type of content, then subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on any of our latest and greatest uploads. Every gourmet enjoys exploring new restaurants. These are some of the restaurants you ought to go to whenever you decide to embark on an adventure or perhaps go on vacation. And if you're still striving, put eating at these establishments on your trip wish list. Here is a list of the top 10 priciest eateries in the world. These restaurants are well recognized for providing both physical and soul-soothing spices to your experience in addition to giving a lovely, unique taste to your table. They can be considered expensive for the justifiable reason that they are. Anyway, as you continue watching, you'll learn more. Number 10. Sublimotion, Ibiza, Spain. With a staggering $2,380 price tag per person, Sublimotion is the priciest restaurant in the whole world. The restaurant, which is owned by Michelin 2-star chef Paco Roncero, is just open for a few months each year during the Spanish summertime, from June 1st to September 30th. If you're lucky to secure a table in the summer, you can look forward to an entirely new level of eating and entertainment. 25 specialists will serve you and deliver your 20-course tasting menu one by one over the course of 3 hours. You'll enjoy laser light displays, virtual reality components, and projection mapping while you're eating to help make the experience better. The restaurant strives to provide the world's greatest culinary entertainment experience. Number 9. Per Se, New York, United States. American restaurant Per Se, which is situated in New York, is the second most costly one in the entire globe. Per Se is Thomas Keller's second 3-star Michelin restaurant, having opened its doors to visitors in 2004. The main selling points of Per Se are its excellent flavors and incredibly subtle presentation. There are 3 tasting menus available, one of which is vegetarian, but the 9-course tasting menu, which mostly features French and American food, is the most well-liked option among customers. There are 19 tables with views of Central Park and Columbus Circle at the restaurant. If you enjoy wine, you'll be happy to hear that there are more than 2,000 bottles available from the restaurant's prized collection. Number 8. Ultraviolet, Shanghai, China. Ultraviolet is among the most exclusive and pricey restaurants in the world, with a per-person bill that ranges from $570 to $900 without cocktails and taxes. This restaurant is unique from the others on the list in that there is just one table that can fit a maximum of 10 people. You may anticipate receiving between 10 and 20 sampling dishes for your $900, each of which will feature a new ingredient and be prepared in an inventive manner. In addition to focusing on cuisine, the restaurant attempts to appeal to all of the diner's senses in order to provide them a complete dining experience. Paul Perret is in charge of the kitchen, and with 3 customers per visitor, the restaurant has the highest employee-to-patron ratio. The restaurant also boasts 3 Michelin stars, which is the cherry on top. Number 7. Masa, New York, United States. You may expect to pay about $595 per person to eat at this New York restaurant, which is run by Chef Masa Takayama. A basic sushi tasting menu emphasizing the most important flavors is offered at the eatery, which is recognized for its simplicity. Masa doesn't have a set menu. Instead, chefs create dishes using only fresh ingredients that are available that day. It's frequently seen to be pricey and more of a place to mingle with A-listers and celebrities. Making an appointment is presently required 4 weeks ahead, but if you have the funds available and want to eat some of the greatest sushi in the world, do so and see who you may run into. Number 6. Maison Pic Valence, Paris, France. Sophie Pic, who is continuing on the family business, is among only a handful of female chefs in the world to handle a 3-star Michelin restaurant. She is now in control of this establishment for different generations. You may anticipate a 9-course meal, presumably consisting of Mediterranean rougae and a saffron broth, ban and goat cheese berlingots, deer marinated in sake lee squab, candied turnips, and some of the greatest chocolate desserts you've ever eaten. Using unusual tastes to produce dishes that are pleasing to the palate and the eye, Sophie is recognized for her inventive cooking techniques. The 130-year-old restaurant will let you enjoy your 9-course lunch amidst stunning Mediterranean gardens. Number 5. Restaurant de l'Hôtel de Ville, Crissier, Switzerland. The remarkable quality of the food and the dining experience make one of the best restaurants in the world, despite the name being a little challenging to pronounce. If you have $415 to spend, you can anticipate an 11-course tasting menu with dishes like filet of lamb, mussels with saffron, scarlet tomato, pulp, pip consommé with imperial Ossetra caviar, Salar steak grilled with wild pepper, crystallines charlottes, and young fresh salad leaves. You may choose a bottle of wine to pair with your dinner from their 40-page wine list. The restaurant has received 3 Michelin stars, and the renowned chef Frank Giovanni, who is in charge of the kitchen, works hard to provide customers a memorable dining experience. Number 4. 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞, Paris, France. The namesake eateries of 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞 are located in Paris, France and Las Vegas respectively. We focused on the French restaurant because it is the flagship, even though both have received several Michelin stars. The eatery offers a 13-course set menu that includes a lot of meat and would set you back about $626 without beverages. You may anticipate eating John Dory, grilled pigeon, oyster concassé, monkfish, eggplant caviar, and sautéed cèpes, in addition to marinated duck and a festival of lobster. 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞, who also owns 4 other popular restaurants in France, was in charge of teaching Gordon Ramsay. Number 3. Kitcho Arashiyama, Tokyo, Japan. There are presently 6 of these establishments spread around Japan, but the Tokyo location is regarded as the greatest because it holds 3 Michelin stars. The 10-course tasting menu at Kitcho Arashiyama, in contrast to the earlier restaurant we described, has some of the best food available for supper. Tatami mats and low tables with views of lovely gardens decorate the restaurant in the style of a ceremonial house. The presentation and timing of each meal are given the painstaking attention to detail that one would expect from a 3-star Michelin restaurant. Additionally, keep in mind when booking your reservation that the menu items at this restaurant change with the seasons. Number 2. Aragawa, Tokyo, Japan. Aragawa has an a la carte menu rather than a tasting menu, unlike many other upscale eateries. The actual cost of the supper will thus be entirely up to you, but it normally varies from $260 to $370 per person. The restaurant is most famous for its exquisite beef dishes, including Kobe and Wagyu. Because all of their cattle were reared in the greatest circumstances and given particular care before slaughter, their meat tastes so wonderful. To have the best beef experience, you'll need to spend a fair lot of money, but keep in mind that you're only paying for the meal quality here, not the eating experience. Number 1. 𝐸𝐸𝐻 Undersea, Maldives. 𝐸𝐸𝐻 Undersea, situated on Rangali Island in the Maldives, is the world's first underwater cafeteria. This restaurant will cost you about $320 per person to eat there. However, in return, you will be able to eat while taking in panoramic vistas of the Indian Ocean, all of its aquatic life and reef gardens from 5 meters below the surface. The restaurant offers a variety of fine dining experiences, meal menus, and beverages, and can seat up to 14 people. As a guest, you can anticipate receiving a 4-course lunch or 6-course dinner with a strong European influence, along with some of the finest wines in the world. Marco Amarone, a chef who was born in Italy, is in charge of the establishment. This list is for you if you appreciate eating out at the most costly restaurants in the world, enjoy fine dining, and have some extra cash to spend. The following restaurants all have one thing in common: you'll pay an arm and a leg for the privilege of eating there. Those of you who don't care for caviar and oysters, however, should save your money for something else. And with that, we've reached the end of this video all about the most expensive restaurants in the world. If you enjoyed this video and found it interesting, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this.